Yes, here we are.
Here we are.
Yes,
Hello.
greetings. Another Friday fun day. I am still among the living after suffering from some of the Rona, a bit of the Rona.
Rona.
It sucks. Go get it.
Yep. Wash your hands.
You will hate it. Anyway, so we're gonna keep it chill tonight and just play a little Cards Against Humanity, shoot the shit. Parker, how you doing? Or introduce yourself. Who is this lovely man to my whoops to my right?
Well, I thought it'd be more in front of you because
Yeah.
we're kind of facing each other, but whatever.
Who's
Yeah,
this guy?
I am Parker.
Right there. It'd be cool if my hand went in and just ghost dad
You
grabbed
guys
you.
held hands.
You gotta do it from the other side. Ready? Anyway, yeah, so it's fun. This is day 1256 of quarantine. So
We're finally in April.
yeah,
Yeah, we made it to April.
I know March was the month that never ended. We might still be there.
Yeah, we're trapped there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna wake up and it's gonna be March 31st.
March 377th.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. It might just stay 2020 forever. Who knows? Anyway, we'll pull up this fun little game here. So, there's our pretty faces. And we have our little game. So, shall we give it a go? Or
Let's pitter patter.
get at her. All right. So the question is, when I'm president, I will create the Department of blank.
Department of Blank, huh? Let's see what I got here.
When I am president, I will create the Department of blank. All right.
I'm gonna go rough out of the gate here. So
Here we go. When I am president, I will create the. Maybe I should do this in drunk Trump voice.
Do it.
When I'm president, I will create the Department of Meth. That's also that would be something that deals with Florida. It'd be like meth alligators, this sort of thing. No offense, Florida, but you know what's up.
okay, here's
I will create the Department of Only Dating Asian Women. The Department of Weebs. When I am president, I will create the Department of Liberals.
that already exists.
Boo, no Department of Liberals. That's terrible. That's basically like, depending on what your definition of liberal is, like every department of the government.
Yeah. Create more of it.
So that's fun. All right. Good start, good start. What's my secret power? I'll tell you my secret power, Parker. But I gotta whisper it to you. Wait.
What's going on, guys? I feel like there's some secrets.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a good one. All the way. I'm just gonna throw some in there. Fuck it. You can't stop me.
Wild card, bitches.
Yeah. All right. My secret power is man meat. I don't know if that's a secret. That's
Not a
just
secret anymore.
that's just straight
It's
up
not,
power.
it's not broad. It's not worldwide. We worldwide.
Yeah, I got so much man meat in a cooler in my basement. Everybody's running to the grocery store. They're trying to, get stuff now. I've been preparing for years, since I was 17, just butchering people, putting them in a freezer. Preppers ain't got nothing on me. All right, so what? Man meat. My secret power is a brain tumor. that's that movie with John Travolta. It's Phenomenon. Where he looks at an alien while he's drunk, and the alien puts a brain tumor in his head, which makes him super smart, and also he can do telekinesis. And then he I don't know, I forget what happens at the end. I think he powders out. He gets hit by a lightning bolt and goes into the sky.
Didn't he
I
also
think I saw
have
that
wings and dance in a bar?
Yes. That's exactly that movie. Yeah, he had a rhinestone suit, and he was like a urban cowboy.
And what? And the bar was a disco.
Oh,
And
yes,
go there,
yes,
right?
correct, yeah, and they were
And then
drinking.
he traded faces with Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, they were drinking $5 milkshakes. He got a brain tumor, and then Nicolas Cage stole his face. That's that movie. And then it was something about he had a kid and the kid could talk, but he couldn't hear the kid talk, but everyone else could hear the kid talk.
And then their dog started talking for some reason.
Guess who's speaking? I think they made a little sub movie for that. It was Guess Who's Speaking. What's my secret power? Half-assed foreplay. Now is that half-assed
Ooh.
is that half-assed you only gave it half an ass, or is that half-assed
Only did one butt cheek.
yeah?
You should always full ass everything you do.
Yeah. When I foreplay, I only do half the ass. Just one cheek.
All right,
I like
that's
that
enough
when I
there.
foreplay.
The other hand's for sucking my thumb.
What the randoms say.
Women of color. That is someone's superpower for sure. Hyper liberal directors probably
Mm.
who want to make pseudo capitalist undertone movies, and then we'll just cast people to be it's a woman of color cop.
Our diversity pick of the week.
Yeah, which is great, but also let's destroy some of this hegemony. What's my secret power? Ted Kennedy, vehicular manslaughter.
That's not a superpower. That's technology.
It was for him.
You're better than Iron Man.
Also, Laura Bush.
Mm.
Yeah, she killed someone. She are a murderer. And then George Bush killed 1 million people.
Yeah.
So they're an interesting couple.
Fascinating little tidbit for you.
Laura, okay, but what was the name of the guy Laura Bush killed exactly? History only remembers the killers. No, we don't do that.
Screw that.
Yeah, blank plus blank equals blank. No.
Picking up 3 cards.
All right, this is preparation for your next phishing scam. Click here for blank. 4 exclamation points. All right. Click here for an unwanted pregnancy.
Ooh.
That's some clickbait.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
Isn't that Craigslist?
click here if you want to not want to get pregnant. I don't know. Reminds me of some Twitter DMs I've gotten recently. Shout out to people whose Twitter's gotten hacked. Click here for a bleached asshole.
Ooh.
Like
He's gonna find out anyway.
like Eminem back in the day.
Stings. Oof.
See, when I hear a bleached asshole, I don't immediately go to thinking like an asshole that is bleached. I go to thinking like some asshole who's bleached himself or herself, like Eminem.
I go straight to butthole.
Yes, we're in the minority here. We're going to buttholes.
Nothing wrong with that. Click here for raptor attacks.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, that's how you get free Jurassic Park tickets.
All right.
Hey guys, I know this was my idea, but I'm having serious doubts about our little commune that we've set up. I really think it's time to have some kind of farewell punch.
Can I put 2 in?
I don't care. What are you asking me?
I couldn't decide.
Yes, supplicant.
I can't
You
make
may put in.
decisions.
Technically, you can put as many you want. Watch. Oh, look at that.
Stop! It's too
So
much.
Look at the many that I have put in. Screw it. I'm just mixing them all up. I don't even care.
This is chaos.
You're chaos. Yeah. Anyway, I think it's time to have kind of like a fruit punch social down there at our commune that we've set up, because people are getting kind of antsy, and it's time for us to ascend. So, well, not us, because
Everybody else.
yeah, we invested a lot in this private commune, but Jonestown number 2 really.
We'll be there to guide you.
Yeah, it didn't perform as well as we thought we would. We should have seen
It was
it coming.
disappointing.
Yeah, everybody says take risks or whatever, but it's like, business isn't very easy.
Pods.
Yeah. It's expensive.
Seriously.
My abuse. Hey guys, I know this was my idea, but I'm having serious doubts about my abusive boyfriend, who really isn't so bad once you get to know him. That's true. I should introduce you guys to Trevor. He has a lot of tribal tattoos.
Does he wear a necklace?
He wears a puka shell necklace. He talks a lot about EDM. I'm having serious doubts about used panties. I'm not. It's a great business.
Yeah, like what specifically is your doubt there?
Get it? Buy low, sell high. You know what I'm saying? That's
especially in these quarantine days.
Yeah. I mean, what else? Why else do we develop the United States Postal Service if not to send things like that through the mail?
And ladies, you're just sitting in those panties. You might as well profit off them.
Not just ladies.
Well, anyone,
You
yeah.
don't know what I got on under here.
Would you care to show us?
No, I enjoy the mystery. I'm having serious doubts about the arrival of the pizza. It's true. We called like.
Is it even coming?
Yeah, like March 10th, I think.
It's free if it's 30 minutes or more late.
Well, it's gonna be free. That's essential work. So they probably got some poor.
Free bugs on it.
I'm having. This was my idea, but I'm having serious doubts about God. That is the name of my memoir of me from 11 to now. Introducing extreme baseball. It's like baseball, but with, George Carlin would say, landmines in the outfield.
It would be interesting to watch.
It's a lazy fly ball out to right, and oh my god! Extreme baseball. I don't know, dude. Sure. Introducing extreme baseball. It's like baseball, but with nipple blades.
Golly.
All the jerseys have been ruined. Flesh-eating bacteria. I mean,
Ooh, imagine both of those.
Nipple blades
Bacteria,
and
all
flesh-eating
blades.
bacteria.
yes, I mean, we're pretty much there, so.
Mm.
Introducing extreme baseball. It's like baseball, but with police brutality.
Or you run to a base and a bunch of cops come out of nowhere in riot gear and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
Pretty much.
We're not far away from that, probably. So. My collection of Japanese sex toys. Introducing extreme baseball. It's like baseball, but with Stalin.
Stalin.
All umpires against the wall, please. Getting rid of some of my lousy ones. Nobody's stopping you. Check me out, yo. I call this dance move blank. Yeah, everybody's fighting for the same spot. Get after it. All right. You gotta keep answering. Ooh, we have a late answer. Here we go. Check me out, yo. I call this dance move a much younger woman.
Yeah.
Not just a young woman.
This next one makes me think of something. What's his name from Footloose, and also he's the Trinity Killer.
Oh.
Yeah, John Lithgow
Mm.
would say, except for the yo part, maybe. But check me out, yo. I call this dance move wait until marriage.
Now, you wait until marriage.
I call this dance move a man on the brink of orgasm.
Nice.
I've gone over the brink now. I call this dance move a sassy black woman. I call this dance move repression. That's the that's the shoegazer dance move, I think. That's the guy who's like, and you're like, why are you here? To meet chicks? I'm like, well, go do it. No. And then you find out Then you go to his apartment sometime, and he has lampshades with human skin on them.
And he invited you over for dinner.
The dinner's good. It's just like skin lampshades are kind of tacky.
Well, and are you a part of dinner?
Yeah.
Like, and in what way are you a part of dinner?
If you invite me to dinner and then eat me, I mean, I'm kind of mad that you were so unprepared. What am I, a fucking like blue box or
Couldn't
the
even go to
blue?
the store.
What am I, a living blue apron? Get the fuck over yourself. I wonder how cannibals are doing with this whole COVID-19 thing.
Yeah.
Like, cannibals, if you're out there, call the number here. We'll put it up on the screen. Cannibals, call us 802-449-2363. Let us know how you're doing with the global pandemic. Are you all right? You staying safe? You washing your hands before you eat human flesh?
That's funny that you bring that up. I think I was watching an episode of Ash versus the Evil Dead, and they basically blew up a raccoon with their guns because, automatic gun, and you end a pistol, gonna just annihilate it. But it's like, oh, raccoon's good at eating. I'm like, yeah, but you make sure you cook that shit well done. Get rid of all the parasites. So I think that's what cannibals are doing right now. They're eating a lot of deep fried flesh.
What season are you on? I think we've only watched the first two. Which
I'm
is a
on
good
season
show. What a
3.
great show. Season 3?
Yep.
What? Alright, spoiler alert, but doesn't season 2 end with him, like, having saved the whole town and bullshit? And it's like, hey, it's over. Happy ending.
Yes.
False
But-
promises.
Well, I mean, you see, well, I didn't know this when it was initially on, but there's some of the episodes have a post-credit scene, and there's a post-credit scene to the last episode. You see Ruby in the crowd, and then the post-credit scene is somebody finding the book near where the cabin was.
Yeah.
So Ash gets loads thrown at him this season. So
What?
on top of that,
By who?
he goes to a sperm bank, and he ends up in the lab portion of it, and a deadite starts throwing loads at him.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah.
I think we all hate when that happens.
I mean, some people are into it, I'm sure.
If that's it, yeah, no kink shaming here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But people like to be like a glowy donut.
Oh, God.
Cool.
This got off the rails.
Why are we even playing this game? Like, our brain ramblings are much worse than anything that comes out of here. Blank. That was so metal. I fucking hate that phrase. It's so worn out. Metal's lame anyway. Like, what? A Bullet for My Valentine is considered metal. All they do is cry to a tune. It's fucking embarrassing.
Fucking embarrassing.
It's goddamn embarrassing. I'll tell you what. There used to be a day when being metal meant putting on a bunch of leather, telling everybody you weren't gay, but you were super gay, and then your band members are all gay with you, but they kick you out because you are brave enough to come out, and then they can't make money like 5 years down the line because they kicked you out because they're homophobes who are also closeted, and so they bring you back. And that is the story of Mark Wahlberg in Rockstar. Dying. That was so metal. Yeah, I mean, also no. Like, living forever is metal as
Yeah.
fuck, too. Yeah, especially if you're, like, a golem or, like, a robot of some sort. or a zombie. I mean, it's really there are two camps here for sure. But like, I think maybe like dying inside. Some punk kid who stole my turkey sandwich. That was so metal. That's true.
It's just
Yeah, that's like thrash metal.
yeah.
It's like what somebody in the band Municipal Waste would do. Getting crushed by a vending machine. That was so metal. Also, Breaking Bad. Or wait, that was an ATM, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was.
so-
Yeah.
He drops the ATM on the guy.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, didn't you throw the ATM at that guy? It's like, fuck yeah, bro. You know me.
It's like, yeah, I did that shit.
I'm Jesse Pinkman, I'll fuck around.
I do cartoon shit.
This is the winner right here. Who had this? Doing crimes. That was so metal.
That'd be me.
Yeah. I mean, like a effect.
A good applause in the background.
For when somebody does something good. It would be like,
It's so rare we don't have an effect for
no,
it yet.
this is the first time ever. If you're watching, guys, you've seen it.
Witnessed it live
Yeah.
here on the claw.
Yeah, and I'm not recording this, so it's gone forever. That's not true. I'm recording. What ended my last relationship? I don't want to talk about it personally. Fuck you, Cards Against Humanity, for bringing it up.
Oh man, I had a good one for that.
All right, which one? The gas or the relationship?
The relationship.
All right, go for it. I don't know. All right. What ended my last relationship? Catapults, naturally.
It's one way to do it.
Mm-hmm. See ya. Just
Especially when you accidentally
Bye.
accidentally shoot them off.
right. It's just a lever away. My cheating son of a bitch husband. Carol fucking Baskins. Queefing. That's it's still raw, Parker. I wish you wouldn't have brought that up. I warned you and everything. Thank you.
You unzip me.
It's
all
all
coming out.
I pulled out of that lady.
With a plastic bag for a hat. Jesus Christ, enough of this.
Don't need a paragraph for this, for fuck's sake.
Boo. Today on Maury. Help. My son is blank. Lame. I'm sitting out. This is a silent protest to the creators of this game because I have no good answers. Fine, whatever. Help, Mari. My son, is it Maury?
Maury.
Maury. It's Mari.
It's Maury.
No. It's AU makes that ow sound.
Maury.
It's Maori.
Maori.
Yeah, like a Pacific Islander. Like The Rock.
Yeah. Maori war dancers.
Myra. Say Myra.
Today on Maury, help, my son is inserting a mason jar into my anus.
Oh.
There are many sizes of mason jars.
I know, I wish they said like a gallon or a half gallon.
It's a full gallon. Pickles and all. For weight.
I heard they were eggs, pickled eggs.
Let's look at the oh, I wish I had an envelope here. That would have been so much cooler. Uh, the DNA test reveals that was your anus you inserted the mason jar into. Help! My son is getting drugs off the street and into my body. Yeah.
Into my body.
That's a good kid right there. It's a good kid.
Should be thanking him.
Yeah. It's awesome. Help, Maury. My son is Aaron Burr. Boo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Boo.
That was my. I told you it sucked. Whatever. Fuck you guys. I make the game.
I was talking about who it was.
Oh.
Her.
Nice
Ooh.
sensitive.
Her, you poor son of a bitch.
Right. Well, fuck him because he was a piece of shit too. So.
Mhm.
I mean, the best way that could have ended was some kind of like Reservoir Dogs. Everybody dies except one weird guy who was like hiding.
He
Who
gets
was-
away with the dog.
Who was the Mr. Pink of the Founding Fathers? That's what I want to know.
Paul Lincoln. Look, baby Abraham.
Why do I have to be Mr. Pink? Because you're queer. Just once, I'd like to hear you say. I'm gonna do this in Maddie's voice. Just once, I'd like to hear you
That is
say.
not my.
That's exactly what you
I'm
sound
not
like.
okay with this
That's
at
exactly
all.
what you sound like. Just
Continue.
once, I'd like to hear you say, "Thanks, Mom. Thanks for blank."
I do not approve of that.
I do not approve of that.
Real talk though, we're fighting later. I'm all distracted because you pissed me off.
Yet you're laughing. I can't escape this
I
voice
hate
now.
you so much.
This is my new voice
Hey.
forever.
I just
You
threw
sound like
one-
a valley girl.
What's that, Parker?
I just threw one Maddie's way.
Alright.
The
Alright,
last one.
fine. Why don't you read these then?
Fine.
Go ahead.
Just once, I'd like to hear you say, "Thanks, Mom. Thanks for wet dreams."
You're welcome.
Just once. I'd like to hear you say, "Thanks, Mom. Thanks for doing it in the butt." I mean, that is something you should say thanks for, but I don't know if that's something you thank your mom for.
Well, it does because
You're not gonna thank your mom?
You shouldn't be doing it in
It'd
the
be an
butt
uncomfortable Mother's
with
Day.
your mom.
if a single child comes up, or a child with one sibling comes up and says, "Hey, thanks for doing it in the butt," meaning like, oh, that time could have made me another sibling.
And you kids are so happy because you got such a happy pop.
somehow that was a very wholesome answer out of Parker.
It was, actually. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for a lifetime of sadness. Oh, that's mean.
You're welcome, asshole.
You can end that lifetime of sadness.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks for getting married, having a few kids, buying some stuff, retiring to Florida, and dying.
Ooh.
The American dream.
Yep.
I ain't retiring in Florida.
Not now, you're not. None of us are retiring anyway.
Not to
This is
Florida,
true.
especially.
Yeah.
Just once, I'd like to hear you say, "Thanks, Mom. Thanks for making a pouty face."
That's just for you, Maddie.
That's just her face.
That's just what I look
Yeah,
like.
she just is naturally pouty.
Yep.
And it's pooty, by the way. Shane. Pronounce it right. It's from the French word pouter, which means to smear.
Poutine? You want some poutine?
Gravy fries. It's delicious. That's the face you make when you eat them. It's a pooty face because you eat the cheese gravy fries and then you go like,
Mm.
you pooped. Ready?
Ready.
These hoes. Bet you can't have just one.
It's true. They're like French fries.
Wait. None of this makes any sense. If I go, oh, there we go. My ex-wife. Bet you can't have just one. This is like a narrative. A narrative is emerging here. Fancy feast. Bet you can't have just one.
Break me off
Yeah,
a piece of that fancy feast.
Yeah.
It's fancy feast.
That first can goes down kind of rough, but after that, it's very smooth.
I mean, nobody wants to
Give me some
admit they
cat
ate
food.
I can't.
Who doesn't love a little cat food? God, bet you can't just have one. That sentence does not roll off the tongue. Bet you can't have just one. I don't like it. Throw it in the volcano.
Not a fan.
Lifetime presents Woman, the Story of a Woman. There, answered it. Dear Abby, I'm having some trouble with blank. Also, feel free to shout out random answers, because who cares? None of this matters. It's like, whose line is it anyway?
Mm.
Except we're terrible people. Also, like, a lot of the people on Whose Line Is It Anyway are terrible people.
Yeah.
Greg Proops. He's not very nice. I'm sure Drew Carey, like, has done some messed up stuff. Some Buffalo Bill-esque escapades in like a bathrobe, like a sheer bathrobe, dancing to new wave music
I could see that.
with it tucked between his legs. Especially now that he's all skinny.
That's right.
Weird.
Dear Abby, I'm having some trouble with fucking my sister.
Whoa,
I would
whoa.
like your advice. Dear Abby, I'm having some trouble with the patriarchy and would like your advice.
Burn the patriarchy.
Dear Abby, I'm having some trouble with Oprah and would like your advice.
I think that's Stedman
Yeah,
calling that one.
I also hate Oprah. Go away, Oprah. Dear Abby, I'm having some trouble with not reciprocating oral sex and would like your advice. Ha,
The advice would probably be to start reciprocating.
that's not what I'm asking if you read that properly.
Oh, okay.
I want to continue not reciprocating. How would I? I don't gain anything.
You never know what you gain.
Alright, no. I am a sexual libertarian, and it's all about me, thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Individual rights, please.
Or
You
Elvin
can have
Cock,
your
did I
individual rights.
Dear, I would like to point out I am not a sexual libertarian. Libertarians in general tend to skew towards a certain. We won't go there, but I'm not. I'm very much a sexual communist. Yeah, all of it. Also,
I want to be a sexual dictator, but it never happened.
there's still time. We don't know what the future holds. The future is wide open, Parker. If you want to, roam the nuclear wastelands in like leather-clad bondage gear, in some sort of decked-out Humvee, being a sexual dictator, I mean, who's to stop you?
They did predict that on. I did a zodiac thing, like what your role would be in the post-apocalyptic world, and I am like basically a Moten Joe from Mad Max, apparently.
I like to think I'm one of the bald-headed ladies from the new Mad Max. It's me. I'm like a warrior, but I'm also really cute, and kind of sunburnt. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without blank.
That's a good one too.
Bite. A romantic candlelit dinner would be nothing. Would be incomplete without random. An AR-15 assault rifle. It's true. How
else would you end the evening?
Right. Hobos. It's true. Casually suggesting a threesome.
Fair enough.
Just throwing it out there.
It's what the candles represent.
Yeah.
I put out 3 of them.
1, 2, 3.
This one's for me. This one's for you. And this is for
the possibilities are endless with this one.
for your coworker Cynthia. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Entropy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great way to end it. Sometimes it's hard to know when to like walk away from the table.
You don't have to worry about like waiting for a call back the next day.
Right, it's
all done.
Yeah, the ultimate closure.
It's hot.
Romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without passive-aggressive post-it notes. Yeah. That dinner was great. So romantic. Underline. Thanks. Can't wait to do it
really
again.
Put some thought into our evening.
Yeah, put it on the forehead.
Staple it to your face.
That's just regular aggressive. A romantic candlelit dinner would be incomplete without landmines. This is true. Yeah. So anyway, if you go to playingcards.io, you can find this game as well. You see, it's somebody's doing something with their cards. And you can kind of see how it works. Isn't this magnificent? Look, it's like being around people and playing games with them, except you don't have to be around people.
Yeah.
You could play it by yourself if you were so inclined. So that's where we got this. I believe for copyright sake, it's called Remote Insensitivity. But it is Cards Against Humanity, essentially. And you can play it too. Anyway, yeah. Fucking, maybe we'll do this again.
Yeah. I have fun.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting. That's for damn sure. A lot of, just before we close out here, like, a lot of stuff's got added to Netflix, Amazon, blah, blah, blah. I want to say, Parker, we did end up watching Zombieland 2.
Yes, you did.
It was fucking horrible. I hated it. I thought it was terrible. And
There were parts that made me laugh, but it's definitely like not a movie you want to pay for. Just like catch it if it's streaming.
yeah, no, I did not care for it at all.
Like I said, the only thing I thought was like particularly funny was the Murray line.
Yeah, right.
Of course, that's the callback to the beginning, the first one. I mean, so
Yeah.
I think that's the danger of like being so like, like bending over yourself so much to make a sequel. Is that
Yeah.
like most of these like one-off comedies that end up having a sequel, what happens is like you highlight how flimsy or how awful the actual like original movie was.
Like if they had just left it at the first one.
Yeah, you would never notice that
Yeah.
it was like not a very good movie. But I think you're just like,
Mm.
oh, that's right.
Yeah. Like once you just notice them doing all the same stuff over again, you're like,
Yeah,
it was good the first time around.
right. They keep putting like disaster movies and shit on too though. There's what's that?
Deep Impact.
Deep Impact. The porn version of Deep Impact is also called Deep Impact. Yeah, they put Deep Impact on.
In 2012.
Oh yeah. John Cusack as actually Woody Harrelson's in that, I believe.
yeah.
But yeah, that's one of those movies that's like hilariously bad. It's funny. Anyway, we have while we're all here, do we want to talk about what the movie we're going to be doing or maybe throw out a couple?
Yeah, sure.
If you had to pick one, Parker, what would you pick?
Out of all of them or out of mine?
Out of all of them, I guess, really. But you're more than
Well,
welcome
yeah.
to pick yours. You want me to go through them?
No, I remember them.
I really wanted to do 13th Warrior, but I cannot find it.
I'll be honest, I don't know what the other movies are about.
Good.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of your movies.
Well, I just mean like
The
if
Perfection.
I'm choosing between movies that I don't know what they are or my three, I'm gonna pick one of the ones that I know what they are.
That's good.
Okay.
So what? Mine are Dog Soldiers, which is one of the better werewolf movies, if not the best werewolf movie.
It's a
And
different werewolf movie, which is always good.
what was that?
It's a different werewolf movie.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely goes other places. But I don't know. It's really good, and I haven't seen it in a while. So, Red Dawn also because that movie's terrible, and I would love to just talk shit about it for a long time. I mean, it doesn't matter. The old one, the remake, all of this shit is terrible. I like the old one is like communists somehow invade Kansas or some shit.
I thought they invaded Colorado or something, but still, like it was
Yeah,
like in the middle of the country.
Who gives a
Kind of doesn't.
yeah. Like also like why and so. But the remake is like North Koreans, which is like so much worse, so much stupider and worse, and misunderstands like all of that geopolitical crisis, in a hilariously bad way.
Koreans don't look like your average white male. whereas Russians could look like an American male. They just have to talk American.
Right. Well, and you gotta like fear monger on the new thing.
Yeah,
You know,
this is
nobody's scared of Russians anymore. Well, except for like Democrats, but nobody's scared of Russians anymore. Nobody should have been scared of them back then. All we had to do was create a market that they couldn't not interact with, and it destroyed their entire economy. Like they weren't invading anyone. But like you know what would be a good movie? I'd like to see the Red Dawn of another country with us as the fucking
as the villain.
yeah. That's like the news kind of, but like,
Yeah.
but I think that would be interesting to see how they portray that. I would like to see that, how they're like.
It'd be great is if they like went like pretty crazy with it and like they had actors from their country, but they're wearing like white people masks and acting like animals or monsters or something.
Yeah, like the monsters from The Descent. That's basically it's basically your average American.
Pretty much. Especially now.
Yeah, we've been inside so
Once
long.
we open the door after 12 days and the sun hits us.
Yeah. But yeah, and yeah, like I think like Demolition Man or Running Man or what was the other one I said?
Total Recall.
Total Recall, something like that would be cool and kind of good for the moment we're in. There's a Minority Report on Netflix, which if you haven't seen, go watch it. It's an alright movie. The Philip K. Dick thing's much better, but like it's good. It's worth a watch. Our stream is so far behind us, it's distracting me. Our stream is just now coming to the part where I was like, okay, we're done with the Cards Against Humanity. Well, anyway, so yeah, what if you had to pick one, what would you say? What are yours again? Turbo Kid,
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, which we've seen once before, but we didn't really like actively watch it.
Which one was that?
That's Nick Cage, right?
Yep, and Selma Blair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's something like is it all the parents go crazy or something?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I was actually kind of into that one. I don't know. Movies about kids like get to me now. It's obnoxious.
That's not like a sweet movie about kids.
I know, but
That's
you're like concerned for them because you're like their parents are trying to kill them. This is terrible.
not teenagers.
Well, but it wasn't all teenagers.
If by the time you're 14 you can't kill your parents, then, life's gonna be very hard for you.
You should be in this since your birth.
Strangled my mother with my umbilical cord. Coherence. Oh yeah, dude, Coherence. Yeah. Yeah, all of those are good. I haven't seen Turbo Kid, but I heard it's kind of like Mad Max.
Actually, probably more of an accurate portrayal of what Mad Max would be like because everybody's riding fucking bicycles
Oh yeah.
and they're more concerned about having clean drinking water than gasoline.
Well, that's what they kind of tried to do with the last Mad Max, and
Mhm.
they like shut off the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that came out after Turbo Kid, so they like were like, "Hey, that's a good idea. We should
We should have done that.
that thing that they did a better version of, which is our thing. We should do a worse version of that with Charlize Theron."
Robot arm?
Yes. She's got a robot arm and a shaved head, and she's from South Africa. Coherence is awesome as well. That's definitely worth a rewatch. I've only seen it once, but there's some really cool elements to that. It'd be fun to watch that with someone who's super nerdy and have them be like, "Well, this is such an accurate." I probably do that a little bit. But like, this is such an accurate portrayal of what that would be like. Where most of the time I watch that movie, I was like, the way they use the glow sticks is really cool.
Yeah.
It was a very simplistic
Oh,
element.
I do remember. I really liked that movie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like these huge ideas, but it's just presented in such a simple, palatable form.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my god.
Yeah, and they had that guy from Buffy who plays himself, I believe.
I
which
think
was
so,
like-
yeah.
Which is funny.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what I heard that he's like.
Yeah. So definitely check out Coherence. We're gonna be recording like riff tracks of some movies we're gonna watch just for fun. We'll have that up on our like Spotify and Patreon or whatever. We're not gonna live stream it because we'll get sued by like whoever made, Turbo Kid or Mermaid Down, which is like Black Hawk Down, but with mermaids. And so we'll have those going pretty soon. And then, I don't know, maybe we should do something really crazy, like make fun of a Harry Potter movie or something, because, God, there's so much stuff we could do. There's so much stuff. Anyway. But yeah, more stuff coming soon, now that I am not at Death's Door anymore. And we'll be good. Anything else you want to say?
Stay sane, find something to keep you busy, or take a nap. Like, don't push yourself.
Stalin, down at the...
Yes. You can read some Lemon. I don't really care for Stalin, but you can read some Lemon in your time, and take it for what it's worth. Or you can, just play Xbox like I've been doing, which is fun. But yeah, everybody stay healthy, and try to keep your wits about, because this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
I was talking to some fellow construction workers today, who shall remain nameless, but we all have to, while we are, staying socially distant and mitigating the effects of this pandemic as best we can, we have to prepare for the next fight, which is going to be the economic turmoil that we are already deep in. And once the state decides to completely stop legitimizing itself through, pretending like it cares, then we could see some very serious liquidation of labor, certainly of the value we produce, but also our assets, or just, we all get pushed into working at one giant Amazon warehouse, or we're like all working for Instacart or some crap from now on, where we could really reorganize some things locally and be doing more local production, more community-oriented things, to help the supply chain to recover what we've lost over the past 60 years. If there's anything good to come out of this crisis, it'll be that. It'll be stronger communities who are less dependent on outside forces. Don't close yourself off, but do the opposite. Connect. Do what we're doing. Play stupid games with your friends on the intranets. They're out there.
Connect from a distance.
Yeah. Be safe. Peace.